This was supposed to take 15 minutes. 15 minutes. But no, hour in. So I totally didn't realize that my mom's having her bathroom renovated downstairs, and there is a construction worker here. This is incredibly uncomfortable. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Oh, this video is inspired by last Friday. I was at work. My boss asked, what did you see on the news? One of my coworkers responded, oh, you know, the usual, the weather, a mass shooting, the sports. And I was just like, hold up, what? It like confused me. And it also got me thinking, like, we are now living in a day and age where people expect a mass shooting in the news. So I actually wanted to do a survey at work, and granted it's not very an extensive survey. I've only did like, I think like 18, maybe 17 people. Can't really extrapolate a lot from this data, but I actually just averaged up all the numbers that I took from my survey, and once again, it was only a survey of 18 people in a Home Depot. We are in Wisconsin. It is not a very credible data survey. My camera just died, so I just had to get another battery. The average number from 18 different people was 7.8, which actually turns out to be not that surprised. It was actually more in the 80% if you rate 1 through 10 through 10%, which is how everything is. This was supposed to take 15 minutes. 15 minutes. But no, hour in. Alrighty guys, my camera died once again, and I apologize if the camera position keeps changing. So the definition of a mass shooting is all over the internet. It's all over the place, I should say. I'm going to use the definition of a mass shooting as 4 or more people shot, not necessarily killed though, not including the shooter as well. In 1,735 days, we have, as a nation, using that definition, have had 1,516 mass shootings. That's almost a mass shooting a day for 4.7 years. That's insane. That's ridiculous. That's nonsense. What is also even more insane about this is that on average, the shooter has brought to the event of the shooting 4 guns. 4 fucking guns. How do they even have access to 4 different guns? If you're a collector, like, it should show how many guns you have on your record. You have bought this many guns in so many days. Like, we should be fucking cautious about this guy. Goes down to gun control laws. How do they even have access to these types of guns? The Las Vegas shooter had 23 guns. That's scary. That's nonsense. That's ridiculous. That shouldn't happen. Here's another example of how this is just absolutely absurd. There was a mass shooting. An 11 and 13-year-old. They were the cause of a mass shooting in a middle school. They had 9 guns. 9 guns between 2 kids. One wasn't even a teenager. He was 11, or she. I'm pretty sure it was a he, though. I'm gonna put the link in the description for all of, like, my facts and stuff so you guys can check it out. It's kind of morbid. America has an 87% rate or chance of a mass shooting occurring on any day. 87! That's ridiculous. That's nonsense. That shouldn't happen. Let's go back to the 11 and 13-year-old. How do they even have access to 9 different guns? Like, first of all, if I was like a parent, if I had a gun with a child in my household, the first thing I would do if I ever were to buy a gun would get a locked safe or a locked cabinet, someplace safe and secure. Oh wait, maybe a safe. That should be just like 101. Let alone, how do they have access to 9? It does have to do with stricter gun control laws. Like, if you are a law-abiding citizen with nothing on your record, no criminal history, and you like collecting guns, I don't see what the problem is with being a little more patient. I don't want to fill out this extra form. And look, why can't I just get my guns now? I'm sorry that you want like your guns now and you don't want stricter gun control laws when there has been a mass shooting in America for 1,516 days out of 1,735. How is this even debatable? Like, that's nonsense. But it's not just gun control issue. In my opinion, it boils down to people not accepting others for who they are. They are so adamant about everyone being like them, or thinking like them, or believing in what they believe in, that they can't accept others people's differences. And that, in my opinion, is where ignorance and hatred and closed-mindedness comes from. Plus, a lack of empathy is also up there, because, I mean, what normal person with empathy would go out and shoot and kill someone? Those people are monsters. We have been driven into the state of wanting people to notice us. And I just found out about this a week ago. But this has been around for years. There is now a page on your Twitter where you can look at your views, at your popularity. Essentially, that's what it is. And you can also do it on Instagram. And we have these kids growing up, elementary school, middle school, high school. They are growing up with this in part of their life. Like, I'm just like constantly checking it because it's died on me like 3 times. Like, it is now kind of ingrained into their head. For example, with every mass shooting, they display the mass shooter's face, national news, headline news with their names, all over their place. And like, we, in my opinion, shouldn't even fucking touch what they look like or what their name is. We shouldn't give them what they're basically wanting. We shouldn't give them attention. We shouldn't give them any notoriety, any infamy, what the fuck soever. Whatever is happening in their twisted little minds. Really try to empathize with every single person that I meet. Granted, it's difficult for me to empathize with some types of people. These types of people is one of them. I do not understand, like, what the actual fuck. It could be a mental illness, or it could be how they were brought. There's a lot of different factors. What I'm saying is, I am now expecting a mass shooting to occur if I turn on the news. I wouldn't want to see a mass shooting. I wouldn't be surprised about it. And it kind of got me thinking that this is kind of fucked up. And I don't know, I think people need to be more aware of it. You have to be a fucking fool to not admit that there's a gun control aspect to it. But it becomes a human problem. No one cares unless it happens in their area. Unless it threatens them directly. That's where I'm kind of positioned on it. The reason why I think that we have so many mass shootings in America is the idea that anyone can be famous and that people would put that fame or that popularity above someone else's life. It's a human problem. And I don't understand how anyone could just like go over this lightly. That's nonsense, that's ridiculous. This is kind of a random video, and once again it was inspired by one of my coworkers and my boss. This was super tedious and annoying because I don't know, once again, I'm like paranoid that this is gonna turn off because my camera turned off. This was supposed to be a 15-minute. What's up, everyone? So my camera died when I was explaining that my camera died in my last segment. So I'm here in my bathroom. So this is a roller coaster of a video. I had a construction worker that was downstairs doing my mom's bathroom that was banging sometimes, and it was a little awkward and uncomfortable. My dad was down there, and he's never seen me or I don't think heard me film a video before, so that was a little bit uncomfortable. And then my camera died, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times in this video. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. My name is Ben. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Also turn on the post notification button as well. Tweet me at BenGVW. I don't really have an outro. I don't really know how to end these videos. Anyway, peace.